And if you have any doubt regarding this, just ask me so that I can stop there and try to solve your query. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So a linked list is a data structure used for storing collections of data. A linked list has the following properties. Each element contains two parts, that is the data part, this is the data part, and this is the link part. So successive element, that means this, suppose this is the index, first position, second position, third position, fourth position. So the second, third, fourth positions are connected with a link, and that link is what in C, that is called pointer. So successive elements are connected by means of a pointer. And the last element, how you know that that is the last element? If the last element is next input information, that is the link information, is connected to null, that means that node is the last node in that linked list. If the link of last node is pointing to a null, then that node is considered as the last node in that linked list. So the advantage of linked list over array is it can grow or shrink in size during the execution of a program. It can be made just as long as required. Suppose here 4 nodes are there. In future, after I want to insert one more node, so that is easily possible in case of linked list, which is difficult in case of array, because array is static in nature, whereas linked list is dynamic in nature. It does not waste any memory space. Like suppose 3, I have created a memory for 4 nodes, and I have only inserted 3 nodes, so I can any time I can delete this node so that the memory will not be lost, but take some extra memory for pointers. Regarding this information, this is also storing, because this is what it is storing. It's storing the address of the next node. It is storing the address of the next node. Suppose this is suppose this is node 1, and this is node 2, this is node 3, and this is node 4. So node 2's address is storing here, node 3's address is storing here, node 4's address is storing here. Okay, so that's why to storing the address, it needs some memory space. Now linked list is an abstract data type. What do you mean by abstract data? We have discussed that we cannot visualize every information to public. So there is some information which is conceptualized information or logical information which is hidden from the accessing or hidden from the user. So insert, what operations we can do in the linked list? We can do the insert. What it is doing? Insert an element into the list. So as I have discussed, so here 4 nodes are there. I can at any point of time I can add 1 or 2 or n number of nodes into this linked list. Delete removes and returns the specified position element from the list. So suppose this is the linked list. I want to delete this particular node. So what happens? This because as we know, the linked list has to be connected. So if I want to delete these things, so this link has to be break and this link has to be break. Both the link has to be break, and then I have to make a connection of this link to this node to this node with a link. Means 2's next will be connected to 4, so that then these 3 can easily be deleted. What I have again, I am repeating again, what I have to do if I have to delete node 3, I have to first delete these links, these 2 links. Okay, then how I have to connect, because linked list has to be connected. So 2's next will be connecting to 4's head part, 4's data part. 2's next part will be connecting to 4's data part. Then this node can be easily freed. We will discuss in a short span of time. Delete list. If I want to delete the entire linked list, what I have to do? I have to remove all the elements from the list, like dispose the list. Then I can count how many number of nodes in that list, that returns the number of elements in the list. So I have to traverse the list so that I can mark the nodes, and at the end, when I reach at the null position, when my next pointer nodes next in equal to null, that means I have to stop and I have to print the number of counters value, or I have traversed the number of nodes in that linked list. Now find the nth node from the end of the list. This is one more operation. Like suppose this is the end, I have traversed from 1 to 2. Now if someone asks what will be the second last node, so this is the last node, this is the first last node, this is the second last node, last to second, last to second. So this node you have to bring. What is the second last node? Why linked list? The question comes now. Both linked lists and arrays are used to store the collection of data. And since both are used for the same purpose, we need to differentiate their uses. That means in which cases arrays are suitable and in which cases linked lists are suitable. It can be expanded at constant time. Okay, there is no time required to increase the memory for linked list. It can start with space, okay, for just allocated element and add on a element easily without need to do any copying of reallocating. Okay, so the main disadvantage of this linked list is access time. This access time to each and element is order of n at the worst case. Why this is not the worst case? Because this is the first node. What will be the worst case? Which if the searching element and the searching node is the end position, so I have to identify what is the end. So in that way I have to traverse the entire linked list so that I can reach at the end node. And then what will be the, suppose 4 nodes are there, that means I have to reach at the 4th node. So that means I have to traverse 1 node, 2 node, 3 node, 4 node. And that's why this is the worst case. And for that worst case, I have to traverse the n number of elements. So that's why the order of n. Because it is all connected, so you have to traverse every node to reach to the last node. That is the worst case. And linked list wastes memory in terms of extra reference points. As I have discussed, these reference pointers, which is storing the address of the next nodes, are space consuming. Okay, so that is the extra space that is required. Now these are some comparisons like linked list versus array versus dynamically array. Indexing, in linked list it is order of n, in array it is order of 1. So here array wins. For indexing, array wins. This is a constant time. This is the order of n time. Insertion deletion at the beginning position of a node of a list. In case of list, it is a constant because I can easily insert here. If I want to insert a node at the beginning, because I know this is the starting point, my head is pointing to this, so this is a constant time. I can put here, or I can put here. I know this is the last element, so I can easily traverse here and I can put here. So that is a constant time. But insertion deletion at the beginning in array is order of n if and only if it is not full. If it is full, then it is different. So not full case, for not full case, in insertion at beginning at the deletion at the beginning, it is order of n. So here what you understood, that insertion and deletion in linked list is better than array because the complexity is less over array. So insertion deletion, linked list wins. Insertion at ending, in linked list it is order of n, but in array it is order of 1. Because why it is order of n? Because as I have discussed, I have to traverse the entire linked list to reach here, so that's why order of n. But in array I know what is the size, so that I can go to the last element index position. Suppose array have 5, so I know 5 elements are there, so I have to print array of a of 5 direct. I don't have to traverse 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the elements present in that positions, I don't bother. But here I have to traverse these things because this is dynamic. So that's why insertion at ending at case array is better. Insertion and deletion at beginning, linked list is better. Deletion at ending, linked list is order of n and array is order of 1. So I know what is the index position of an array, so I can delete the as directly. But here I have to traverse them, then only I can delete. Then only I can mark what is that ending position in the list, then only I can delete. So that's why it is order of n. Insertion at the middle. Suppose four elements are there already node, and I want to add in between here. So what complexity it will take for linked list? Insertion at the middle is order of 1 because I have to traverse these things. So here I have to traverse these things so that I can add here. But here in case of array, it is also order of n if it is not full. If it is not full, I have to traverse these things anyway. Okay, so that's why it is order of n. So there is no change if you want to insert or delete at the middle. Whether it is in linked list, whether it is in array, there is no complexity difference. But insertion at the beginning and deletion at the beginning takes advantage for linked list, whereas deletion at the ending takes advantage of array. I guess I have clear, and move to next thing. So as we discussed, there is three different types of linked list. We know that is single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list. Okay, so first we start with the single linked list. In single linked list, each node has a next. Single linked list is nothing but the linked list. If it is a linked list, means that is a single linked list. So each node has a next pointer to the following statement. So this is my next pointer. Okay, this is my next pointer. The link of the last node is in the list is null. This is my last node. So link of the last node is pointing to null, which indicates the end of the list. So how we can declare it? This is the declaration. Like we have to declare a structure. We know structure is collection of similar and dissimilar data types. So here we are collecting the similar elements in this linked list. So struct list node, here we are integers are storing. So the nodes that we are counting. So these are the nothing but the nodes. So you are listing the nodes. So structure of list node, and what are the elements? Your data. What is sort of data type? That is an integer. So 4, 15, 7, 40 is your integer. Now what else you need? You need a pointer. What pointer? Why? Because it is pointing to the next element. So what should be the data type of that pointer? That pointer should be the type of structure list node, which is already declared. So that pointer, that is the next pointer, which is of type struct list node. Okay, so the basic operation which we are performing on linked list, we know that this traversing, insertion, deletion. Let's see one by one. So for traversing the linked list, follow the pointers. Okay, display the content of the nodes or count as they are traversed. Stop when the next pointer points to null. If you are pointing to reaching at the node whose next pointer is pointing to null, means you are standing at the last node. So I have to create an integer list. So int list length. So I have to identify what is the length of that linked list. So what I have to do, int list length, struct list node star head. Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Itisa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So int list length, struct list node star head. So as I told you, we need a pointer as well as a data information. So what we are passing? We are passing a pointer variable. With a pointer variable, we are moving. So here that pointer variable is nothing but the head. That pointer variable is nothing but the head. Okay. The pointer variable is nothing but the head. So star head, pointer variable, star head. If it is a head, that is a normal variable. So star head, and the star head is the data type struct list node, which I have already declared over here. Now struct list node star current. So suppose this is my one node, this is my second node, and this is my third node, and this is pointing to null. Suppose these are null. So these are the pointers connecting to the nodes. So suppose this is my first node. So that means the first node is pointing to a pointer that is called head. Okay. Now current node. So I have to traverse. So the struct leads again, that node's data type is also struct list node star. So struct list node. So struct list node current. This is the current equal to head. So this head has to be moved from here to here. Now int count equal to 0. So counter is initialized 0. Now it has been moved while current not equal to null. This is current not equal to null actually. Forgot. So current not equal to null. So you have to increase this current counter as well as the head counter. So till when? Till current equal to null. Then you increment the counter so that your current equal to current of next. So new current will be my current of next. So when head is moving here, current will be moving next one. Okay. And you return the count so that you can reach the last position. Till this, so this loop will run. Can anyone tell me how many what will be the running number of counters for this? Itisha, Sagnik, Vivek, this question to you. While current not equal to null, so how many times this loop will run?
सर जितने नोट्स होंगे
जितने नोट्स होंगे, हाँ. सो कितने नोट्स होंगे और क्या हो सकता है?
सर लाइक 3 नोट्स है तो सर ये 3 टाइम्स रन करेगा. 3 टाइम
सपोज n नोट्स है तो कितना टाइम रन करेगा?
सर n.
तो 3 नोट्स के हिसाब से तो हम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकते. We have to measure in, as we have already discussed in the complexity class, so we have to everything conceptualize in terms of n. So
Yes,
if n nodes are there, so how long it will take to execute this loop?
Sir, n times.
N times. So that's why the time complexity is order of n. Sagnik,
Yes.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that Vivek Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Vivek Kumar?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the time complexity, that's why it is order of n for scanning the list of size n. So this is the scanning, it is happening over here. So list of size n, so that's why the time complexity is order of n. Space complexity, it is constant n for creating a temporary variable. What is the temporary variable? I have to create a temporary variable, that is the current. So every time I have to increment. Current will be currentness. So this is space complexity is order of 1 and time complexity is order of n. Because for this I have already dynamic memory allocation, so that is not an issue. Now you have people have familiarized with the traversing or accessing the elements in the linked list. Now check whether how to do the insertion in the linked list. Insertion into the single linked list can be done in the 3 cases. What are they? They are at beginning, at the end, and at the random position. That means at the middle, from second position to n minus 1. So that means this is the first position, this is the nth node, and this is the from second position to n minus 1 position. From second position to n minus 1 position. Any doubt? Students, any doubt? Okay. So now, first we see for inserting a node at the beginning, we only require one next pointer. So only requires one next pointer. How? You first update the next pointer of new node to point to the current head. So initially it was your head. I want to add a new node over here. Suppose this is my load. This is my already existing list. Okay. So this is my new node. This is my new node. Okay. This is my new node. So what you do? You update the next pointer. So new nodes next will be the first node. New nodes next is connecting to the first node. And now the head node will be connecting to the new node. Head node is connecting to the new node, and new nodes next to is connecting to the first node. So update the head pointer to the pointing to new node. First, you have to again I am explaining. First, let us think this is the already given list, already there list. So how? Because you always remember, first you have to establish the connection, then only you can do this thing. So already a new node is there. So new nodes, what information you know? New nodes data information you know. New nodes next information you know. And then how you will do the establish a link? So new nodes next, first it has to connect to the linked list. So new nodes next, it has to connect to the linked list means what? You have to doing to the at the beginning. So new nodes next, first establish a connection to the first element of the node. What is the first element of the node? This where the head pointer is pointing. So new nodes next is pointing to that node where head is pointing, and that head pointer is updating over to the new node. Am I clear the concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now insert a node at the ending. So suppose this already there. This is already there. Okay. So for the ending, as we discussed, we have to traverse the nodes. Then only we can identify what is the last node. So we have to traverse these things. So till, because 7 I have to reach, that is the first, second, third node. And why I stop? Because the 7th next is pointing to null. So I know that this is my last node. And now I have assigned, now I have ordered to insert a node at the ending. So this is my new node. As I discussed, first we have to put a connection. Before connecting, inserting or deleting whatever the things, first we have to make a connection. And that how the connection? Because the last node's next, which is pointing to null, it has to be pointing to the new node. So last node's next is pointing to the new node, and new node's next is already null. So I have to update the new node, that is new node's next is null, so that it is maintained. So here 2 pointers are required, that is we have to check these things and we have to maintain these things null. So this is one pointer, this is another point. So here insertion is only one pointer, that is you have to make these things and do these things, but here you have to take care about 2 pointers. Last node next pointer to the new node, last node next pointer to the new node. Okay, now suppose there is 2 option called like insertion and node at the middle. So here 2 next pointers need to modify. What are the 2 next pointers? Suppose as I discussed, I want to this is the first node, this is the second node, this is the third node, and this is the fourth node. I want to insert this new node at this third position. Then what I have to do? I have to traverse this 2 node, first node and second node, and I know the second node next is pointing to the third node. But what I want to do? I want to insert this new node over here. So what it has to be done? So first connection has to be done. What connection? This new node's next has to be point to the third node, and previous node's next is pointing to the new node. New node's next pointing to the node which pointing to the second node's next. New node's next is pointing to the previous node's next. This is previous node. If I insert here, this will be previous, and this is the next. Suppose consider this is the next node, and this is the previous node. Wait, I am clearing all these things again. Suppose this is my previous node, and this is my next, and this is my new node. So what I am saying, new node's next will be previous node's next. Then there is a connection, and previous node's next will be now new nodes. That means the data is connecting. Previous node, new node's next is pointing to the previous node's next, and both previous node's next is now connecting to the new node. So that means, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this become 3, this become 4, this become 5. So 2 pointers required. This is 1 pointer and this is 1 pointer, 2 pointers. So that's why I mentioned 2 next pointers is required. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now let's see the programming parts of few things, so that it will be easy for you to do the HackerRank course. So what I am saying, so you have to create a allocation of memory. So insertion in the node in a linked list. So what you need? You need a head pointer, you need a data information, and you need a where it has to be stored or inserted. 3 parameters we require. That is the position information, in which position you are going to insert, either at the insert first, either at the last, or at the middle. And what are the information you have to provide, insert. What information you have to add, at what position you have to add, plus a pointer which is pointing to the starting position, that is the head pointer, which is where with which you can mark the next ones. So suppose you start with int equal to the first, k is the counter variable. So I have to initialize the counter variable, suppose start with the 1. So as I said, these are the temporary variables which I have considered, the star p, star q, star new node. So new nodes, and the star p, star q is for the temporary variable to traverse, to make a links. So the new nodes allocation is not done. So I have declared. So I have to allocate the memory for this new node. I have declared this new node, declared this variable, but I have not allocated any variable. What is the size of this thing? Size will be defined over here. And the definition of the dynamic size is the malloc is doing the dynamic size allocation. So memory allocation. So what sort of the size is required? That is the type struct list node. If it is a, what is the struct list node? Can anyone tell me? What is the size of this struct list node which we have declared over here? What is the size of this struct list node? Anyone? Itisa, what is this? What will be the size? What will be the size?
So,
Size of a structure, a particular data structure.
sir, I don't know.
What are the elements over here?
Sir, data, int
What is
data,
the data type of the data?
sir, two.
Two what? Sagnik, can anyone you answer? Sagnik?
No, sir.
Okay. So the thing is that this integer data type is what she says, that it is of 2 bytes. Okay. And the pointer which is storing a variable, that is a, this next is a integer pointer. So it's a integer pointer, and the pointer in generally it is of 8 bytes. So 2 plus 8, this is 10 bytes. So when I am creating this memory for here, that the size of this node, that means size of 10 bytes is allocated for this new node. So new node is creating of size of the list node, and structure of the list node is a pointer. So this is 8 bytes. 8 bytes of memory has to be created for this new node. And if new node is not equal to null, if new node is not equal to null, because obviously, because if there is no new node, that means what? Linked list is there is no sort of things is to do the insertion. So if there is no new node, that is a condition, that is a memory error. If you have initialized this new memory, and if there is no new node, then that means you have to print that this is your error, because you have already defined some memory for that. Okay. Now what it happens, the new nodes of data is your what data you are need to be stored. So new nodes, two things is there: new nodes data, new nodes next, that is the link. So new nodes data is pointing to data, and p equal to, this is a temporary variable which I have declared. P is storing the address of this head. P is storing, so suppose this is my new node. Okay, and this has two information. This is the data part, and this is the next pointer part. Okay, so what happens, new node, and this is the new node. So new node's data part is my data, what I am going to store, and new p is storing the next information, means the address of this new node. P is storing the address of this new node. Okay, so inserting now at the beginning. So if the position is 1, okay, what do we have to do? We have to insert now new node of next equal to p, and because new node of next is pointing to a p temporary variable, and head equals my new node. This head, because this is the beginning, so I have to add this as head. New nodes of next already declared. New node of data is data, and p is storing the new node's address. Now new node of next, if I make p, so p is my pointing to the, because p is pointing to the these things, so indirectly p is pointing to the new node. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vivek Kumar,
Yes,
am I
sir.
clear? विवेक कुमार,
Yes, sir. आवाज नहीं आ रही सर?
आवाज आ रहा है मुझे तुम्हारा, लेकिन तुमको समझ में आ रहा है क्या? मेरा क्वेश्चन वो है।
हाँ हाँ सर, मैं यस सर कहता रहा सर।
साग्निक,
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ, sir.
So what if else? That means if your insertion at the middle somewhere else, not in the beginning, that means you have to traverse the linked list till the null element it has to be traversed. So traversing is done with the help of pointer p. So this is a temporary pointer which I have declared. Okay, so p not equal to null, as well as what is the position you want to do the insert, either that is 2 to n minus 1. So you have to increment this counter, as I have initialized k equal to 1. So you have to increment every time till q is another variable, because I have told that for this insertion, like in between the insertion, we require two next pointers. So that way one more variable I have declared q. That q will hold the p next p, and p's next will be pointing to the new p. And then the new node will be connected to the q. So this is my insertion at the middle. And what if happen, time complexity will be the worst case. It has to be the order of n, because as we have traversed the linked list, so we may need to insert the code at the end of the list. If the insertion at the end of the list, what is the time complexity? I have told insertion at the end, linked list, order of n. Okay, insertion at the linked list, order of n. So, and space complexity is order of 1 for creating one temporary variable. So I will stop here. Today, next class, I will start the deletion part. Okay, if anyone had doubt, please keep your things ready, and in afternoon session we will discuss.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,